It's Week 14 of the National Football League, and all eyes are on Mike Evans. Always staying busy, he's your league leader in receiving yards. It's the Bucs and the Falcons, and it's coming right up on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good... Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. Cordero Patterson to return it, bringing it out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
Okay, break. Let's go now.
Now a first carry here for Robinson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now we're going to get a timeout. Appears we've got an injured Buccaneer. Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Working from the gun, Ritter. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
Yellow, 1. 5, 97. Switch, yellow, Smith, red. Check, pink.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. Now inside the 25. Touchdown, Falcons! Bijan Robinson with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Falcons need just 3 plays to go down and take the early lead. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. So here are the Buccaneers ready to go on offense with a new man at the helm here for 2023 and his 6th season now in the NFL, Baker Mayfield.
And if you go by the numbers, he's had a Pro Bowl type season, and maybe that's even selling him a little bit short. He's the NFL leader in touchdown passes to this point in the year, and with the end of the season not too far away, he's got his guys playing at a very high level.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Here's Mayfield. And this one caught downfield by Evans. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Going across the formation, there's Otten with it. And the Buccaneers are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Rachaad White with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Bucs respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And we are tied at 7. So that drive, 4 plays. And it was Rachaad White who wrapped the drive up with a touchdown run. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. From his end zone, here comes Patterson. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Bijan Robinson leading the offense out for another drive. And you see his numbers from a week ago. He was up over 100 yards then, and he's already hit pay dirt here once in this one.
We always talk about quarterbacks and receivers getting into rhythm, right? Really feeling good, finding each other downfield. I think running backs operate the same way. They can hit a good rhythm and a good stride, and he's carrying it over from last week.
Ready.
2nd and 10.
At the 27-yard line.
Looking to throw it here. Ritter. It's brought in by Jamison Crowder. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. And CD, defensively, you're going against a hot quarterback coming off a 3-touchdown game in their victory a week ago. Well, what's the big key for them to try to slow him down?
You ask all the tough questions, don't you, partner? Because with this guy, if you blitz him, he takes advantage of that man coverage and burns you. But if you
there he goes, right side. That'll be touchdown here, but not before he does pick up the first. That's a gain of nearly 40 yards on 3rd and medium to pick up the first. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. Down at the 25. Well, this defense for the Bucs, they were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Back now in Atlanta, second quarter action. The Falcons with the football as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. 3rd and short, Ritter. And that will be incomplete. The Bucs defense stiffens and pushes this to 4th down. So on 4th down, Ritter heads to the sideline. Younghoe Koo gets set for the Atlanta field goal. From the right hash, it's a 38-yard attempt. Koo knocks this one through the post. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. Koo just hit the field goal. Now he kicks off. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their second drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Mayfield on 1st down. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Boy, a pair of big plays here. This one going for 29. Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete. The Bucs at 11-1 now on the year. And I tell you, it has been a few months now since they've tasted defeat, and they are without question the hottest team in football.
And
touchdown! Mike Evans. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Buccaneers have taken the lead.
when we draw up defenses on the board, we do account for every receiver. But on that particular play, somehow he was wide open, became an easy touchdown pass.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead is now 14-10. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. Patterson going to bring this out of the end zone. And all deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
On the save.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Going play action. Ritter throwing the out route, and Crowder makes the catch. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Ritter now. This pass is caught by London, and he'll be stopped right at midfield. 17 yards and a first down for Atlanta. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Sticking with the passing game. Here's Ritter again. Throws a quick hitter on the slant. That's complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that's going to bring up second down. Ritter back to throw. Got this complete to the tight end Pitts. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The Falcon passing game looking good on this drive as they get the first down. Back to throw, Ritter. Got a man, it's Patterson, complete. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. So the completion gets him just a yard, and it's second down. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Out of the gun, here's Ritter. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Just looking at it from a defensive perspective, when you break the huddle in the red zone, tight end is one of the guys you've got to key on because quarterbacks want the ball in their hands fast in this position, and they want to get it to someone. And in this case, he had the play. They just didn't complete it.
And he will not be able to get the first as he can get this only down to the 5. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Kuhn knocks this one through the post. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Final play of the half, Mayfield flushed out right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Buccaneers out on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you and Charles in a bit. But first, let's get to some of these scores around the NFL here in a busy Week 14. We'll get started over at the Superdome in New Orleans. And they have just about gone to halftime with the Panthers out on top. The Panthers trying to finish that one off and claim victory. Next, we'll head east. It's on to Cincinnati as we check in on the Bengals at home at Paycor Stadium. And they trail the visiting Colts as that one's gone to the intermission. Jonathan Taylor with a touchdown run. Lastly, let's get to the Windy City. See what's happening with the Bears at home at Soldier Field. And that game all tied up as they do battle with the visiting Lions. It was a solid first half for the running back, Rachaad White. He had a touchdown run that helped get his guys this halftime lead. This one's been all you could hope for as an NFL fan. Just a one-point game here at halftime. This has been as much fun as you could hope for with both these teams in it to win it. We're just about set to get back to it. Both teams making their final adjustments, and we'll head back to Atlanta and rejoin Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. The Bucs with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Bucs offense set to begin this third quarter. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
And quickly they get to the line. On third down, Mayfield eluding the pressure right. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. A tough ask here. They're going to go for it on fourth down and 9. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. Ritter has it knocked down, but it looks like one of the DBs has it. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. And a defensive-minded coach loves to turn up the heat, turns it up there, it pays off.
And back in the good old days, those defensive-minded coaches just talked about intimidating teams, using force, right, beating them to the punch. In this case, they're talking about creating turnovers. That's all they preach. All game long, all practice long, every meeting, get the football. That's what they want.
They go play action. Mayfield, flush to his right. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds.
Personal foul, unnecessary roughness, defense.
A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
A first down throw for Mayfield. And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be. The third quarter now, a one-point game as they line up 2nd and 10. To throw, Mayfield. Dancing to his left. Ooh, the juke. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Baker Mayfield. A 15-yard touchdown run. And the Buccaneers are able to capitalize on the forced fumble by turning it into 6 points. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead is up to 8. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. Right now they're on the wrong end of the scoreboard, and that won't change if this drive ends like the last one when they had that lost fumble. So you have a feeling. Now Robinson coughs up the football. It's loose.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turn. No, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. Well, Charles, just some visibly frustrated players and coaches on that sideline right now because those halftime adjustments didn't work. The turnover problems continuing here in the second half, and the defense now sitting pretty comfortably as a result of that pick 6.
I think that's a great observation too, Brandon, because they did make adjustments at halftime. But how about this other group staying a step ahead despite whatever happened in that other locker room? No surprise they're leading, and it's appropriate that those defenders got to add to the lead directly.
from his end zone. Here comes Patterson. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. Well, the Falcons back out, getting set for this next drive.
They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here.
On play action, here's Ritter. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
That is caught. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 42. A solid gain of 15 yards and the sticks move. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. The Ritter's throw into the hands of Pitts here. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
Ready, break.
To the air again, it's Ritter. Throw left side, there's London. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. We have played 3 quarters. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Falcons. They'll have the football, but trailing on the scoreboard as we get set to begin the 4th.
Smith, red.
Ritter will set up to throw it. Throws right back to London, complete again. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Ritter to throw it. And it's caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Mac Hollins, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons get a bit closer. Extra point by Koo, up and good. As this gets him back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. With the Bucs offense making their way back out on the field, let's take a look at the playoff picture, Charles, coming into the weekend in the NFC. On 1st and 10, Mayfield looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. These two teams, they met in Tampa earlier in the year with the Bucs prevailing in that one. So a win here in Atlanta would give them the season sweep.
Point it right.
Mayfield now on 2nd down. Shakes off the sack. Just keeping the play alive. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. That was 3rd down. So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons 36. They run straight ahead here with White. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. 48 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Mayfield on 1st down. And there's a short one taken in by Otten. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it'll be 2nd down. Mayfield on play action. Rolling to his left. And he's got it. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Russell Gage, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Bucs add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good, and the lead is up to 15 now. So that drive goes 8 plays, and it ends with a touchdown for the Bucs. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now, but let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. Ritter able to get this complete to the tight end Pitts. And he'll be brought down with the first down after a gain of about 11 as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. This is 1st and 10. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. They'll let this go for the end zone. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable. Not hang on. 2nd down coming up. Ritter looks to throw it. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Here's 1st and goal. Now Ritter. This is caught.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space.
And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. And now in a 9-point game, they'll still just need to go for 1 here. Oh, this is blocked. The Bucs pick it up. And he takes it the distance across the goal line for 2 points. Well, I think there was a lot of surprise from the kicking team there. After the block, they kind of froze and then realized, oh, wait, they can return this, and they returned it all the way.
And you know why they froze? Not often do you get that second sound, right? There's the kick, you hear that, and then there's that second thud when there's a block. That's when people freeze and they have to realize where the ball is. They picked it up and took it the other way.
We've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down. And he's got it to about the 40. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Escaping the pressure right. And he is going to have a Bucs 1st down. All smiles on that sideline. That should be the one to do it. So instead of running, Mayfield's going to throw it here. Flushed out right. And it's caught. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. They get this out left. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take... And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Rashad White, his 2nd. second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Buccaneers stretch this fourth quarter lead even further, and they are closing in on win number 12 of the season. So the rushing touchdowns continue to stack up, CD. That now 15 for him on the year.
And give him a ton of credit for staying healthy, being a smart runner, and it's showing just how important he's been to his team. He's got to be their MVP at this point in the season, and those votes may even turn into league MVP votes when it's all said and done.
And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out, because now it's not a total loss, because as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnelled. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Ritter now. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best, and I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense.